Please.
Authority members Agajanian,
Present.
Garpetian,
Here.
Najarian,
Here.
Parazian,
Here.
Sinanian,
Here.
Chair Devine.
Here. Next item.
The agenda for the February 13, 2018 regular meeting of the Glendale Housing Authority was posted on Friday, February 9, 2018 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
Thank you. And next.
Next is approval of minutes.
I'll move for A.
Second.
Second. Hearing no objections, the minutes stand approved as submitted. Next item, please.
Next is oral communication. There was one card submitted for this portion. Discussion is limited to items not part of this agenda. Each speaker is allowed 5 minutes. Members of the Housing Authority may question or respond to the speaker, but there will be no debate or decision, and the matter may be referred to staff through the Executive Director for investigation and report.
Thank you. And the speaker is Margaret Hammond. And how much time will you need, Margaret? 3 minutes?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, 3 minutes.
Well, I already got my answer because I was here to ask for you to put on the agenda the thing about the designation for my assistance league building, which was the old Kiefer Irick building. So, and then I got the information that it's going to be on the 27th. We really appreciate it because, you know, it's our 75th year of the assistance league. And we're going to have a party and, you know, do a lot of things. So the publicity, you know, that we put out, we're able to say the designation. And so I really appreciate. You know, we're good recyclers. We recycle a lot of material. We've recycled the building. It's in beautiful condition. Of course, I was part of the original group that bought it because, you know, and so I've tried being able to help maintain it as it is. Exactly. And then don't forget that the volunteers are all recycled too. You know, our ladies are all, you know, quite old. Some of them older than me, but anyway, not many around anymore. But we do a lot of good in Glendale, and we do it through the sales in our thrift shop. And the ladies volunteer. You know, we don't get any help. They have to do their jobs and keep up with it, which I try. I work in the thrift shop a couple of days a month. And then the other thing is, you know, in my area of Adams Hill, I'm on the board of the Adams Hill. Of course, I was an original member. Anyway, that the trash down there is mounting up, I tell you, it lays for 3-4 weeks at a time. Now, some people say they do call, but it isn't getting picked up. And I mean, it's like whole housefuls of furniture. And I just, today going around, I don't get out that much because my eyesight is not too good and I should have had surgery. So that's why I don't come at night to visit with you or to pick on you or whatever. But I can see the trash all along the way. And, you know, we don't want to, an arrow's going to go, oh, end up like downtown LA, you know, with a pile of trash all along the streets. Thank you very much if you'll try to, you know, help us out with that. Because that was one of the main topics at our last homeowners meeting. So I appreciate you. And I love to see you all. I haven't seen you all for a while. I think the last time I was here was May the 1st last year. But that's one of the reasons that I can't drive at night. And as Aaron knows, when his parents are sort of almost in my bracket of age, it's not easy to get around sometimes. Thank you very much. I'm so glad to see you all. You look wonderful. I'm so proud to be part of Glendale. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. It's good to see you again. And
Madam Chair? Oh.
Yes, go ahead.
Before you go on.
Sure.
I can't imagine what would have happened to that Kiefer Irick building if you didn't pick it up, Margaret.
Right.
A banquet hall, perhaps? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got a review the first time back after a while. I got to give it to you a little bit, too. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful building.
And instead of a banquet hall, they have a thrift shop where women can go and trust me, buy beautiful, beautiful things. So that's open on Thursdays, correct? Is it Thursday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can pick up some really nice things there. 10 to 3. Okay. I want to extend my condolences to you and all the members of the Assistance League at the loss of of Barbara Mastor. She was a friend to the community, a friend to Assistance League, and a friend of mine. So I'm sorry about that. As far as the trash, I think Public Works is trying very hard to keep up with the accumulation. I know that, and we have an agenda item coming to council, I think in a week or two, that will make you very happy, okay? Because we are trying. We're trying very hard. Staff is working overtime on that one. Okay, next item, please.
Next item is authority member and staff comments.
Is there any comments from the authority?
Yes, I'll go after you. We went to a housing crisis conference. I will let my colleague go first and tell everyone a little bit about the conference that we attended in Sacramento.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what if you wanna-
Okay, well, we attended a one-day conference in Sacramento about the housing crisis in California, of course, worldwide or nationwide, focusing on affordable housing and what can be done to relieve the crisis. And of course, there were a lot of suggestions like build more. We're trying to do that, and the thinking behind that, of course, is not only providing more housing, but also rents would come down if we had more housing. Reform of CEQA, communities have to accept affordable housing. You know, we have communities that are not allowing affordable housing in their municipalities. And so we have to, legislation is going to come down on some of those communities. They have to work on zoning and land use. And another way that we could relieve the crisis is maybe to look at restrictions that we have on development and reduce requirements for developments. And all of those are kind of up in the air for discussion. The bottom line was, of course, that we need more funding. There is absolutely no doubt about that, and we need leadership in Sacramento from our legislators to help with the mitigation of this crisis through funding. Now, coming in November, on the November ballot, there will be SB 3, which is a ballot measure for a $4 billion housing bond. So we'll be discussing that in the future, and whether we want to get on board with that one, I'm not sure why we wouldn't. The bottom line was we're on the right track, but there's a lot of work to be done, and cities need a lot more help. But we need a greater commitment from Sacramento in order to face this crisis and help to solve this problem. So, Mr. Mayor, if you'd like to add anything to that?
Yes. What I liked about this conference was it was not one-sided. They had 3 different panels, and the panelists were from different backgrounds, representing different organizations, affordable housing builders, from the city planning as well as the development community. And the big issues were the regulations, the fees that we charge on developers. You know, like we have arts fees, we have parks fees, in lieu fees some cities have. That was one of the issues. Cost of construction and a shortage in skilled labor. Believe it or not, developers, they don't have enough people working for them. There's a huge shortage of skilled labor and also cost of land. And currently there is a push from the affordable housing proponents to appeal Prop 13, and that's a big battle coming up, and stay tuned for that. Also about homeless shelter, there was an idea that they're doing a test drive, if you will, couple of projects that was built, and they're smaller rooms, but they share a bathroom on each floor and a common kitchen. So they don't have kitchens and bathrooms in their own rooms. They just have a room to sleep in, and those rooms are very small, 250, 300 square feet. So that was an idea that came up, and I think we need to look into all of these issues, and we all brought material from there, and we're going to share it with all of you, and we'll see what we can do. But that's SB3, we'll see how it goes. I hope all the, last year there was a proposition passed that they charge $75 per transaction, that money has to go for affordable housing, and the promise is that 75% will go back to the local municipalities. And I hope the state and our legislatures in state representing us will keep their promise and return that 75% to local jurisdictions to spend on affordable housing and homeless shelters. So with that, Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Next item, please.
If there's no new business, all that's required is a motion to adjourn in a second.
Okay, we have no
So moved.
Second.
second. We are adjourned at 3:15. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I call to order a special meeting of the Glendale City Council. May we have a roll call, please?
Council members Agajanian,
Present.
Divine,
Here.
Najarian. Here. Sinanian,
Here.
Mayor Garpetian.
Here. Your report, please.
The agenda for the February 13, 2018 special public meeting of the Glendale City Council was posted on Friday, February 9, 2018 on the bulletin board outside City Hall. Before you is the Director of Community Development regarding Glendale Arts fiscal year 2016-17 third and fourth quarter reports. 1A is a motion to note and file the Glendale Arts quarterly reports for the periods of January 1st, 2017 through June 30th, 2017.
Thank you. Ms. Beers?
Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, we're going to go to Jennifer McLean, Principal Economic Development Coordinator, and we also have